Hi, TikTok people. Tina with Wall Studio. I haven't been on in a long time, and I feel like I say that a lot when I haven't been on in a long time because, I'm an older gal, and older gals typically aren't good at social media. I'm terrible at it, but I want to be good at it, but I'm just terrible at it. So a couple months ago, I had a very horrible thing happen, and my mother unexpectedly passed away, and I'm still sort of reeling from that moment for a number of reasons. But it's just been a really terrible, terrible year for me. And I have to keep in perspective of all the good things that have come into my life and that I have in my life, and, so many positive things. So on May 28th, I found a very large lump in my breast, and it was alarming because it wasn't there the day before. And anyway, I called my doctor right away, and I got in for a mammogram and an ultrasound and then a biopsy, and it did come back cancer. So I have triple negative breast cancer, which is aggressive and fast growing, and it's in 3 of my lymph nodes, and potentially has migrated to my lungs, but we're not certain about that because it's so small that it cannot be biopsied, and it won't show up on a PET scan for assurance because it's too small. So I'm trying to remain positive and remember that people have things worse than me. I'm going to be okay, and I have to keep up a positive attitude. And sometimes it's hard to do. It's easy to feel sorry for ourselves, but I don't want to feel sorry for myself. And I just want to keep going and keep pressing on and keep living my life, keep teaching classes, and do all the things that keep my mind off of the 2 really horrible things that have happened to me in 2024. And just know that this too shall pass. And I am going to overcome this. And so one of the things that I'm doing, I'm a terrible journaler, by the way. I want to be a good one, but I'm terrible at it. A gratitude journal, which I have never done. I'll start a journal and I'll maybe do 2 days of a journal, and then I dominoes out of there. You know what I mean? No matter how bad things are, I feel like somebody else has something worse. They're going through something worse. And I think that's hard to remember when you're in something, when you're going through something. And I have to say, this gratitude journal, now, I've only done 3 days. Let's talk, in a month. But I'm proud of myself because you know what? Every day's a new day. And as of today, I have done 3 days of journaling. That might be the most journaling I've ever done in my life. But I kind of want to keep track of this, my feelings, what I'm grateful for. I want to keep knowing and remembering that even when things seem hard or difficult or impossible, that good things are happening around me. And I think it's important to remember that we're all capable of happiness, and other people and things aren't what make us happy. Happiness comes from inside, and you can have all the things in the world and people telling you how amazing you are, and you could still just be unhappy, because sometimes it's a chemical thing, right? We're mentally unwell. But I also think sometimes people are just living their life unhappy. You know, they have a hard time letting go of past transgressions and anger and trauma and all of those terrible things that we've all gone through in our life. It's easy to hang on to those things. And I've never really been somebody who does hang on to stuff like that. I try to be a pretty happy person in general, but we all fall victim to it, you know? And I think this is probably the hardest thing I've ever gone through. Two things in just a few months apart of each other. And so I'm having to work a little harder, you know, to look on the positive side of things. And sometimes I just have to put it away and pretend like it's not happening, even though now my whole life is revolving around doctor's appointments. But it'll be okay. I found out today that I am going to be able to go to a very good hospital to get treatment. And it means I will be temporarily moving. And I'm so excited to start this journey of healing and just get through it. And so if anybody has anything to share positive, please do. And we can celebrate your wins and the things that have happened well, because I think we all have them. And I just want to start each day with a moment of, gratitude. And by the way, this gratitude journal is amazing. If anybody is interested in getting one, it really is fabulous. And I want to say I got it at a Dwayne Reed or a CVS. CVS is where I found it. Anyway, it was pretty awesome. And it's keeping me focusing on positive things. But anyway, I guess that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry this was long. I'm long-winded. But if you're still here listening, I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you so much. And I'm going to post more TikTok videos. Maybe. I don't know. I am going to be taking a travel station with me, so that while I'll be away from my home for 3 weeks and home for a week. So while I'm away, I will still be making jewelry, creating, and who knows, maybe I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands and I'll do some lives. I don't know. I have never had a successful live. When I say that, I mean, I've never had like more than a person, which, by the way, one person is more than I had before. So thank you to the one person that watched my live. I genuinely appreciate you. Anyway, enough blabbing. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And yeah,